Hey everybody, it's the 13th Wolf Manual. Today's day 25 of the 13 days of horror. That's right. 31 days of horror. That's 31 movies in 31 days. 31 videos and reviews. And I'm just here for the ride because I love doing this every year and sharing with you. There's a lot of people doing this. Retro horror, random horror. I am the Ice Lord, Double Shot J, Mood 616, Jennifer Toshi, Echo, King Gore, who else? Have Cheetah, Will View, random horror, retro horror, and of course the one and only MSJ, Brother Max for short. If you can, please do me a favor, like, subscribe, share, and comment. I always want to know what you have to say. Let's get to the movie. The movie is, of course, the original Cabin Fever. That's right. 2003. 2003 saw a resurgence of splat. I mean, yeah, we had the thing in the 90s, with Scream and Urban Legend, but those movies were as good as they were. In the early 2000s, there was more gore, and this movie here brought us Eli Roth. Now, I believe that this movie made Eli Roth's career and killed Eli Roth's career all in the same time. Sure, he put out a few movies afterwards, but let's talk about it. If you ever watch this movie with the commentary, you'll listen to him and he'll say that this was the worst experience of his life because he only had so much money to make this film. And he had to employ, because he had people like Jordan Ladd and Ryder Strong and these people, they were all SAG actors. Well, then they had to use union workers to make the movie. And he's always talking about the fact that it took like 4 people to turn on a light switch. And it just, he hated the fact that he had to deal with all the unions, with the electricians and everything else. And said he would never make another movie in America again. That's what he says on the commentary. And from that point on, he made Hostel 2, over in Europe, in Iceland. He didn't make his movies here. And I think it kind of hurts him a lot, because of that statement. He's gone into producing, and that's fine and all, but I want to see more from Eli Roth. I want to see him write. I want to see him direct. I want to see him put out stuff with quality like this and Hostel and Hostel 2. But I really do believe that this movie made his career because it's the one that put him on the map, and killed his career because of this, of what he said. Now, like I said, this movie has Jordan Ladd, Ryder Strong, Joey Kern, Serena Vincent, and James DeBello as the main 5 characters of this movie. Then you have Giuseppe Andrews as Deputy Winston and a few others. But what it's all about is these 5 friends go up to a cabin in the woods to relax after their finals in college. Our midterm. It was either midterms or finals, but they're going up there to blow off steam. And when they get up there, they come across a guy that's his name is Henry in the movie, and he's infected. And he starts spreading this disease around. It's a flesh-eating disease. That's the thing. He starts spreading it around the camp. Everyone starts getting it, and you get to see them go from having a good time to paranoia in like a blink of an eye. There are certain ones that just... Jordan Ladd's character doesn't go into paranoia, but Joey Kern, James DeBello, they kind of lose their mind. At one point in time, James DeBello's like, "We're not letting this person in the cabin. Well, we need to help him. No, we can't help him. We're not letting him in here." And he's trying to be very, very specific and very safe. And then somewhere down the road, Joey Kern isn't exactly wanting to go, mud wrestle with these people, with this person or anything, but somewhere down the road, you know, James DeBello's character's losing his mind, and now Joey Kern is like, he runs off into the woods with 2 6-packs, I believe it is, and just kind of just chills out, stays away from everyone, doesn't want to get infected. And that's the real big thing about this movie. Nobody wants to get infected, but the ones that do, well, it's pretty harsh on how some people live and some people die in this movie. Actually, no one lives. There's big spoiler. But yeah, Cabin Fever, man. Cabin Fever is a good movie. I remember seeing this when it came out, and I just loved everything about it. The story. We're talking about an idea for a story where, again, it's not a killer in a mask. This is more like Final Destination, where in Final Destination, the entity of death was, you know, the entity of death was the one that was choosing whether you lived or die. In this case, it's the entity of a flesh-eating virus. Now, how you live around that thing determines on how you're going to live or die. But yeah, it's just one of those things where it's not a killer in a mask, and that's kind of cool. Everyone does an awesome job in this movie. There's not a weak point in this movie that I could think of. Eli Roth even shows up as Grim with his dog, Dr. Mambo. You know, it's just a good film. And the second movie, the one that came after this, the one that I believe it was Ty West that did the second one. That's a good movie too. And it's like one of only a few Ty West movies that I like. I'm not on the Ty West bandwagon at all. I think Innkeepers is kind of boring. You know, I think House of the Devil, I don't see what other people see. They're like, oh my God, this is the greatest movie ever. I thought it took place in the 80s. And I'm like, well, I was around in the 80s, and I don't remember the movie at all. And then when I watch it, I'm like, too slow, too boring. I mean, I do like Sacrament. I do like his second, Cabin Fever movie. There's like one other one. I don't remember what it was. But other than that, he's just kind of, I want Eli Roth to come back and do something like this again. And I'm not asking him to remake Cabin Fever again. He already did that. But just do something, man. Give us that Eli Roth flavor to something that you could do. Cabin Fever is an awesome film. If you haven't seen it, you have to see it. You have to see it. It's one of those movies where, I mean, that would be a perfect movie for like a late night thing to watch on like Halloween. I mean, it's gory, it's creepy, it's got the creep factor going for it because, dude, you can't see the killer. And with all that being said, just remember to like, subscribe, share, and comment. I am the 13th Wolfman, and of course, as always, I'm on the prowl.